This right here is the cheapest electric dirt bike on Amazon, and right now I'm over the local woods hitting jumps, smashing laps, doing wheelies and having the time of our lives. This right here then is the Tuttio Soleil 01, and it is actually the cheapest electric dirt bike on Amazon, costing only £1,099, which is insane because it looks amazing and it seems like you get quite a good spec for such a low price. This little bike has 3 different ride modes: Eco, Tour and Sport. Obviously today I'm going to keep it in Sport the whole time, and the motor itself is 2000 watts, giving out 200 Newton meters and a top speed of around 30 mile an hour, which we are going to test in a moment. That's powered by a 21 amp hour battery, and when you look over the bike, what's impressive is for a small bike it's got decent knobbly tyres, the suspension feels pretty good, it's got high quality hydraulic brakes, and for a little bike it actually feels pretty comfortable when you're riding. One of my favourite features has to be the massive 60-tooth rear sprocket. It's like a dinner plate, that thing, and when they decided to fit that to the bike standard, it was with one thing in mind, which is wheelies, which we're about to test first, but I also want to test the off-road riding later in the video, seeing as it's a mini dirt bike. Here we go then, it's time to test ride the Tuttio Soleil. So let's switch it on, and as I said, we're going to go straight into sport mode and off we go. For a little bike it's actually really comfy, and the suspension actually is really smooth, which is important, especially if you want to sort of ride it off-road a bit. We're currently on road and we're going to go for the speed test down this slope. You can bunny hop it. Right, they reckon you can get around 30 mile an hour. Let's have a look down the hill as well. 35. That was sick. It's actually quite speedy. That was so good. What we're going to do is get the cam, do a little drop cam and a flyby of top speed. Here we go then. I'm not going to shut off this time. 37, and the brakes are pretty good. Tuttio Soleil, what a machine. Was obviously sticking to the 5 mile an hour there. No, I think this thing hit 37. I know we're going down quite a big hill, but that's 10 mile an hour nearly, more than what they said, as it's around about 28 on the website. So have ourselves a little wheelie session then with the huge rear sprocket, which has been designed purely for back wheel action. It just sits so comfortable. It felt like the bike has been made just to wheelie about. It's so good. What I like about this bike and what is so important for wheelies is you need to have a decent rear brake, and that has got so much feel in it, you can really like get to the tipping point. If you can't wheelie, this is actually really good to learn because it's quite small to bail. You can actually just practice with your feet down like this and just sort of cruise along and feel the balancing point. I'm now going to try actually wheelie up to the camera, put my foot down, turn, and then go all the way back. Ah, not quite. Yes. Yes. Yes, that's sick. I'm so stoked with that. That was the first time I've ever done that on a moto. I've never done turns before. To celebrate that wheelie, we'll give it a little donut. What a hooligan. Well, we know that the back brake's working good for the wheelies. I think we should test the front brake out now and see if it does stoppies on the front wheel. Wow. That was scary. I did a front wheel skid. It's scary because the bike's so short and you feel if you grab the brake you're just going to go whoop straight over. There we go, I'll take that. Right, let's give it a little suspension test before we go to the woods, straight into this stair set. That's sick! That right there was so much fun, and I'm absolutely loving my first taste of the Soleil. It's turned out to be an awesome day out, but we're now going to make our way to the woods and try the bike out on some off-road tracks, seeing as it is a mini dirt bike. We've now made our way into the woods and it's time to try the Tuttio Soleil at some off-roading, and this is actually a very small but a very fun and most likely perfect track for this bike. I've ridden this mini track on a much bigger bike and it's actually a bit too tight. That corner's so fun. Oh, it jumps pretty good as well. And then you've got that corner there to slide. Conditions are perfect, we've had some rain. It's tacky. This corner is so good, you can scrape the foot peg. Let's change the other camera and capture a few slow motions. Oh my god, that track is so much fun on this little bike. It struggles a little bit coming up the hill there, but the rest of the track, the power was actually perfect. And you might notice that halfway through, my mudguard went missing. It's actually here because I had a little crash in the berm. Mudguard snapped off, the handlebars bent a little bit. I guess with a bike being £1,099, they have to save money somewhere, and they've done that with the plastics and with the handlebars, which most people actually change anyway. But I'm enjoying that. I would like to hit a slightly bigger jump, so luckily I brought the EMTB hopper with me. We're going to set that up now at the top of this hill and see if we can come out that berm and get a slightly bigger send. The ramp's all built. I've actually set it up as a hip because in front of these two lips the ground's not flat and it's quite a flat landing, so the hip I think is going to be perfect. Let's give it a little test run because I'm also worried that the bike might go through the ramp. Let's see what happens. Let's see what the line's like out of this corner as well. Oh, it's good. That's well good. Oh, it's good. I quite like that because you have to get the corner right to carry the speed, and then with a hip you can kind of go as big or as small as you want. So let's have a few goes on it and try and crank it a bit. That's actually so good. You can really like crank this bike because it's not that heavy. You can like land it sideways. I think we should switch to slow motion because a sideways landing always looks pretty epic. I've just found like a mini hard enduro loop, a few jumps, a few little logs, a bit trialsy and a gap to try and clear. Let's get it. Here we go then, dropping in, hard enduro. Over the first log. Got a little jump there, nice. Next log. Okay, this is quite a hard one. Yes, we made it over that, okay. Yes. No, come on. Oh damn, we just ran out of battery there before that last gap, but this has been such a fun day. It's insane that you can get this bike for £1,099 and have as much fun as I've had on it today. Obviously we did have a little crash and there is a bit of damage. The handlebar bent and the front fender snapped off, but after riding it for the day, for the money, the bike feels amazing quality. The most important thing, the throttle connection is really good. That feels nice, and that's important when you're riding an off-road dirt bike. There's a product link in the description below, and if you want to save yourself some money, you can use the code TOMCARDY at checkout. Unfortunately, that is all we've got time for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you did, please give us a thumbs up, leave your comments down below, and I will see you in the next one.
I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shoot tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a